Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I lay my lace front wigs. This hair is from Beauty Forever hair. I will have the link to the wig below. It was in one of my previous videos that I did for my soft birthday glam. But today I'm going to show you how I install the hair. The specs on the hair is this is a 10-inch 13 by 4 transparent lace frontal. And there are 3 bundles, are 10, 12, and 14. Actually, no, I take that back. It's 12, 14, and 16-inch bundles. And the frontal and the bundles are a body wave body wave Peruvian texture. My bad. So what you're seeing right here is me putting the lace glue on my forehead. This is ball hold lace glue. I am about to put my second layer on. As you see, the first layer has dried completely clear, and I'm putting my second layer on. The clip that I had before this unfortunately was deleted, but I do want to say that I did lay and slick back my edges with Bomb Goo by She's Bomb Collection, which is, it's my favorite. When I want to wear a wig for a short period of time, that's exactly what I use to apply my wigs instead of Got to Be Glued. I just like it a lot better. But you want to put a thin layer, not too much. I promise you, you do too much, you're going to regret it. And you want to smooth it out with either a popsicle stick or you want to smooth it out with something flat that you're probably not going to ever use again. You want to make sure that you do not get this on your actual scalp area. I promise you, you will regret it. Done it, been there, ripped out my edges, wasn't cute. Make sure to keep it afar from your actual hairline. It can touch a little bit of your edges. I won't suggest it to everybody, but if you're a little bit more experienced like me and know how to apply and remove lace frontal wigs, if you get a little bit in your hairline, it's not going to be the end of the world, especially around the tab areas, but you do not want to put this glue directly into your hair. And so you're going to let the second layer dry, and while I'm letting it dry, I'm just going to put a hairnet on. I am not using the ball cap method with this. The wig does perfectly fine without the ball cap method. I don't have to do anything extra for it. But if you're more than welcome, I think I have a video when I applied my 6x6 lace closure wig of how I did the ball cap method for that particular install. But I'm just putting this wig cap on to keep my hair in place. Next, I'm going to take Studio Fix foundation powder, and I'm going to take it in the color NC45 and NC50. I layer both colors because even though I'm pretty brown, I still have such a very yellow undertone, and NC45 is a little bit too light. NC50 is just a little bit too dark. So I'm just taking that on a powder brush, and I am covering and coating the lace inside of my wig cap. Wherever there's transparent lace, I cover it. Now you see I'm applying the wig, and I'm just making sure that all the hair is out the way. You'll see me fiddle with it a lot because one thing I cannot stand, and you'll learn when doing wigs, is that you want to make sure all the hair is out the way. I know y'all see those pretty cute hairstyles with the hair all in your face and stuff like that, but when you're initially putting the wig down, I promise you, having all that hair in the way, literally it will start to stick to your frontal, stick to the lace glue, and then it starts to rip out hair out of the frontal, and then now you have a bald frontal because you let all the hair touch your scalp. and it's just not it. And I'm just here adjusting the lace to fit my head a little bit better. One thing I do like about it, when it's completely dry like this, you can shift it around a little bit before you decide where exactly you want to put it. But once you stick it, once you let it sit and wrap it up, it's stuck, y'all. Ball hold works for real. I have yet to try the ball hold active, but ball hold is just what I have laying around. I also will suggest Ghost Bond. That works just as well. I don't like the Esha hair glue. I did not like that. That was horrible. I could not. It was horrible, 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 horrible. I don't suggest it. But here I'm just clipping back my hair to make sure it's out the way so I can continue to melt the lace. Also, you don't want to rub your fingers across the glue. It can make it turn white. I'm using my fingernails, of course. My nails are long enough to be like teeth combs. And I'm just making sure the frayed ends around the lace are stuck. But you don't want to use your hands too much because, like I said, it can turn the lace white. Next, I'm going to apply the glue onto the tabs of my ears. This right here probably is one of the hardest places to get to stick, number one. And number two, to not getting your hairline. I don't really care about my sideburns getting glue in them. They don't serve any purpose for me in the slightest. So I pretty much just lay the glue on top of my sideburns. I'm not a person who likes to wear her natural hair too much, so I'm not saying I don't have hair care or I don't care for my hair at all, but like if I get glue in my hair, I'm not gonna be crying or falling out or nothing. I mean, this is a girl who done shaved her head twice. Hair is hair to me. I feel like hair is so versatile and so unique, and it grows back. Just treat it properly, but don't, if you're like me who doesn't wear her hair as naturally as possible or likes to shave her hair, I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but I still want my hair to look decent. But my sideburns could care less. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of extra glue where the lace is lifting just a tiny bit. And what I do is I rub my fingers across the front of the lace. And any lace that tilts back or folds back, I put a little bit of glue in. So like I squeeze the tube just a little bit. And whatever gets on the tip of the tube, I just rub across my skin and lay the lace down. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. You see my sideburns are just so exposed, but nothing works. The lace never covers it. It ends up looking like a hunk of lace on the side of my head. Also, I've tried shaving my sideburns. They look crazy. So when I have dark brown hair or black hair, I just honestly glue them on top of my sideburns. I don't suggest it though, but you know, I'm not a hairstylist, but you know, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Next, I'm taking some of that foundation powder that I used on the inside of the cap, and I'm going to just dab it with an eyeshadow brush on the outskirts of my lace. This isn't all the way necessary, but I did feel like there were some spots that in the camera it looked like it was a little light, and in the camera it does look a little bit light when I turn in some areas, but it's literally just the lighting. But you can see right here, when I turn sideways, the lace disappears, but on front on, it can look just a little bit light. But I promise you, in real life, it was invisible. You couldn't tell whatsoever. Unfucking clockable, bitch. So I decided to throw in a makeup tutorial to this. This is not a full-blown tutorial, as y'all already know the tutorials that I do. I do more in depth, but I ended up was going somewhere, so I decided to do my makeup and record it. But I use Morphe Continuous Mist setting spray and spray my face first, and then I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Grip primer and rubbing it all on my face. Next, you're going to see me take the Becca Evermatte Stay Primer, and I'm going to put it on the oily parts of my skin, and I'm going to press that in. And then after I do that, I'm going to take a Laura Mercier Powder Puff along with Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder, and I'm going to set my entire face to keep the oil from breaking through. And next I'm going to take my ABH Luminous Foundation in the color 480C. And then I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Maple. And I'm going to blend that out with the butt of a beauty blender. You already know it's concealer time, and you know the only concealers that I ever use are the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is the color Chestnut, which is my skin color, and I'm just using it to do some extra coverage and some correcting on some dark spots in my under eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the color Caramel, and I'm going to blend that on top of that once I've blended the Chestnut out first. And now I'm taking the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Spiced Rum, I believe, and I'm using it to contour my face. I do not use it to contour my forehead. I literally use whatever's left over on my brush to contour my forehead because I feel like recently it's just been getting a little bit harsh, and I also feel like the more liquid product I put on my forehead, the less that my lace blends together. So just to give it more of a natural effect, I just stick with excess, but I do contour my nose and contour the tops of my eyebrows. Well, my brow bone, I mean. And I'm going to blend that all out with an Instapop Cheek Real Techniques brush. And I'm blending out my nose contour with the Real Techniques setting brush. Next, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and the Laura Mercier powder puff, and I'm literally going to press that into my skin, and I'm going to powder everywhere I put concealer or there's foundation. I do not like to powder my contour. I do like to blend it out with the Beauty Blender a little bit more with the foundation part, just so that it's not as harsh when I put the powder on top. But I do not want to use a translucent powder to set my contour. I have contour powder for that. After pressing the powder in, I'm going to go in with the powder brush and NC45 Studio Fix powder, and I'm going to dust away all the translucent powder and add color back to my face. And next I'm going to take a powder contour brush, and I'm using NW43 Studio Fix powder to warm up the skin. I honestly truly prefer Studio Fix powders to contour and warm the face because they're just more flesh-like colors, and I usually use the ABH bronzers, but sometimes I feel like they're a little bit more cool toned and they don't warm the skin, especially for black girls. We want to warm the skin. We don't really want it to contour. I'm not a big fan of contour. I just want my skin to look like I just left the beach and look tan. I also use bronzer just to add color back to the face. I don't really want, you know, a super chiseled cheek line. I feel like it gives a little bit too much of a drag feel. So I just use the Studio Fix powder in NW45, I believe. I think I said 43, but 45, just to warm up the face. Next, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2 blush palette, and I'm literally going to take all of the shades. And I'm going to put them on my brush, and I'm going to apply them to my cheekbones. I really like to smile when I put my blush on because I want my cheeks to pop. Same thing with my highlighter. When I smile, I literally smile just like this and apply the highlighter to my cheeks. I do not have footage of me putting my highlighter on, but I used a highlighter from Wet n Wild. I cannot remember the name of the highlighter. I'm pretty sure they still do carry it though. I think it's called the Canvas to My Canopy. I don't remember. It's an older highlighter, but they still sell it. And then I'm going to spray my face with continuous misting spray from Morphe, and I'm going to spray my eyebrow brush spoolie with the spray as well to get the powder off of my brows so I can fill in my eyebrows. And I'm going to use the Dip Brow Pomade by ABH in the color Dark Brown. And next, I'm going to take the Born This Way concealer in the color Butterscotch, and I'm just going to clean up my eyebrows just to give a more precise and clean effect. And next I'm going to take the Soft Glam palette by ABH, and I'm going to take the color Sienna on a fluffy brush, eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to buff that all into my eyelid, and I'm going to dust it out the sides of my eyes just to give a more winged out, brushed out effect with the eyeshadow, because I want to extend my eye a little bit more. Next, I'm going to take this sparkly shade out of the Morphe O2 palette. This is the O2 palette, and it's literally the second shimmer color at the top. And I'm just going to press this all over my eye, and I want to make sure I blend it in with the eyeshadow. I don't want to do a crease or anything. I definitely want to do a very blown out, natural, soft glam eye. Unfortunately, I did not get any footage of me applying my highlighter and my wing liner and my lashes, but you know my lashes are from the Champagne Lash Bar, of course, and my liner is NYX matte liner, of course, and my highlighter, like I said, is from Wet n Wild. And this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am just putting my last finishing touches. I have Chestnut Lip Liner by MAC, and I'm applying Naked Liquid Lipstick by ABH, and I'm just mushing and smushing the lip colors together to make sure they blend and make sure the lip liner and the lip color blend together. You don't want that harsh line on your lips, ladies. It's not cute. This is not the 90s, boo-boo. So all I did with my hair after I took the scarf off was I went and hot combed it, and I put a part into it, and that is it, literally. And I put a little bit of hairspray, but literally it's giving scalp on you hoes. Scalp. Where is the motherfucking lace? Scalp, bitch. Looks like I just got a silk press and I just unwrapped my hair. I look bomb. You can't tell me nothing. But I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.